Are you relocating to New Hampshire? If so, you're going to want to watch this before you make that cross-country move. If you're thinking about relocating to New Hampshire, there's a few things that you need to understand. We help families relocate to New Hampshire from many states throughout the country each year. And there are some common surprises, some good, some not so good. So in this video, we're going to walk you through taxes, cost of living, lifestyle changes, winters most people don't think about before they move. So let's get to it. Number one, taxes. Yes, New Hampshire has no state tax, but our property taxes are one of the highest in the country. So in Southern New Hampshire, if you're looking at a house of $500,000 or $600,000, your property taxes are going to be somewhere in the ballpark of $10,000 to $15,000, depending on which town you live in. So if you're moving from Massachusetts, New York, or California, the math could still be in your favor. Number two of the things you need to know is if the company you're going to work for is in Massachusetts, but you live in New Hampshire, you may still be required to pay Massachusetts state tax of 5%. Now, if you work remotely and work out of your home in New Hampshire, you may be able to get around that, but you're going to want to talk to your CPA to make sure that you understand what the tax implication is going to be. So the cost of living in New Hampshire, it's not cheap. There's the property taxes that you're gonna have to factor in. Number three, the cost of living. It's not cheap. It's less expensive than some other areas, say New York and California, but in no means is it cheap. But Southern New Hampshire is competitive. Median house prices in many towns are in the $500,000 to $6,000 range. Move-up prices are going to be more than that. You could be $700,000, $800,000, $900,000, depending on the town you're moving to and the style and size of the house you're looking to get into. Currently, inventory is still tight. We are still seeing multiple offers, but we are still less expensive than New York and California. If you're coming from central Massachusetts, it may seem familiar. House styles, the amount of land, very similar to middle Massachusetts. Winters. So let's be honest. If you're coming from New York or Massachusetts, Connecticut, you're used to it. But if you're coming from California, Arizona, one of those states out west, it could be a shock. Our winters can be harsh. For example, this month, we've been negative 17 degrees, 10 degrees. We had 2 feet of snow 2 weeks ago. It can be brutal at times and beautiful all at the same time. In Southern New Hampshire, you are only 45 to an hour away from some of the best skiing in the country. So if that's something you're looking forward to, that is something you're going to find right here in New Hampshire. Let's also talk about the 4 seasons we have. We have winter, spring, summer, and fall. All are beautiful in their own minds. Fall, when you ride around New Hampshire and look at some of the fall foliage in this state, it's some of the prettiest views in the country. I challenge anybody to say you have a better view than you do in New Hampshire in the fall. How about the lifestyle shift? New Hampshire is not the big city like LA, Boston, New York City. We do have Manchester, which is the largest city in New Hampshire. It is the Queen City. There is a lot of nightlife, there is a lot of culture, a lot of restaurants and things to do. But if you are looking for that big city feel, you're not going to find that here in New Hampshire. But there's a strong live-free culture right here in New Hampshire. So if you like hiking, the mountains, the ocean, the lakes, motorcycles, snowmobiling, you're going to find it all right here within a short radius of Southern New Hampshire. But if you need constant activity in nightlife, New Hampshire might seem kind of slow for you. Let's talk about schools. Every town is different with schools. Every tax rate is going to be different based on the schools. School systems vary, commuting time varies. A town 15 minutes away can feel completely different. This is why you just don't shop for price. So this is where we will give you the information that you're just not going to find on Zillow and Redfin, that you're going to get from a local expert to the area. So here is what most relocators don't think of. Healthcare networks changing, insurance costs shifting, heating costs, oil versus natural gas versus propane. Depending on where you're living, natural gas isn't always available. Septic versus public sewer. Again, the majority of New Hampshire is on private septics. Well water versus city water. These are all normal here, but they're new to many people relocating to this area. So relocating across the country is exciting, but it's a big financial decision and a big lifestyle decision. New Hampshire is incredible for the right person, especially if you're coming from New York or California and looking for space, lower overall tax burden, and a slower pace of life. So if you're considering relocating to Southern New Hampshire, reach out. We'll walk you through the numbers before you even pack a single box, and we'll help you decide if it truly makes sense. Good luck in your decision. We look forward to hearing from you.